In the wake of the Brexit vote of June 2016, the UK government announced its new trade policy in October 2017. The new policy is based on the rules of the World Trade Organization, plurilateral agreements, and a wide and new network of self-standing bilateral preferential agreements.
Well, the question is whether the new bilateralism is able to bring about the creation of new jobs and also to lower levels of migration commensurate with the promises made on the political level.
And as we leave the European Union, the UK will continue to be a global advocate of free trade, pushing for progress on WTO discussions, seeking to bring new partners to the table, and of course, after we have left the EU, developing new bilateral deals with countries across the world.
It seems that the trade policy developed under Brexit and putting a lot of emphasis on bilateral agreements is not sufficiently reflecting the nature of international trade today as being a trade largely of components, of global value chains, and of an increasing amalgamation of goods and services in very complex structures. And bilateral agreements by nature are not really able to address these complex structures and lead to more trade facilitation. What happens in reality is that larger markets tend to impose their own regulatory schemes on smaller trading nations. So in the relation between the EU, which is a large part of UK trade, we have to assume that the UK will continue to adjust to EU standards. In trade with the United States, they will have to adjust to US standards, and in the future, in trade and market access with China and Asia, they will have to adjust to Asian standards. So British producers will find themselves in the position that they have to respond and respect different standards for different export markets, which renders industry and industrial production and also the provision of services more expensive and less competitive. So the question is whether the goals aspired can be achieved through these policies of bilateralism. And my view is that tragically this will not be the case, and people hoping that bilateral agreements will improve their lives will be frustrated and disappointed.
Trade policy is just one of many topics covered within Complexity's Embrace. This book looks at the legal governance challenges presented by the United Kingdom's decision to leave the European Union and illustrates the many connective elements across all 5 topic areas.